One, we've talked about all these laws on the books, but we've also mentioned they can take a while to go into effect. They're passed, there's a delay before they take effect. When they take effect, there's often a right to cure period that lasts for another 1 or 2 years. And so we're still kind of at the outset of seeing regulators begin to enforce this kind of new era of state privacy laws. So at this stage, it is, I think, very important to see who are the active regulators and what are they focusing on. One very active regulator is clearly California, which has been very focused on whether or not businesses are providing opt-out rights with respect to targeted advertising. Texas over the last year has become an extremely active regulator, both under their comprehensive privacy law, the TDPSA, as well as other laws they have about biometric data, children's data, etc. And Texas has been focusing in very keenly on allegations of deficient notice and consent with respect to collecting and using sensitive data. And then two, I am also watching very closely kind of the standalone kids and children's kind of online privacy bills this year. There's been a trend over the past couple of years of states passing bills that focus on the children's online experience that blends issues of privacy, product design, and safety. Sometimes actually in kind of conflicting ways. So not necessarily true privacy bills, but often legislation requirements that end up with the privacy, legal, and compliance people at companies. So states have been passing bills requiring age verification or passing age-appropriate design codes. And up until this point, the trade association NetChoice has been very effective at successfully getting these bills enjoined or struck down, typically on First Amendment grounds. However, it does seem like we're getting towards a point where so many of these bills are being passed, they keep iterating and trying to improve on prior models that were struck down, that we could end up seeing a child online privacy and safety model that will stick, or at least not get struck down in its entirety. This is also the year that we're really starting to see both state governors and attorney general's offices step up and actually endorse some of these children's privacy-focused bills. In Nebraska, we have what I would call an Age-Appropriate Design Code 3.0 framework endorsed by the Governor and Attorney General's office. In Washington State, you also have a bill endorsed by the Governor and Attorney General's office that pulls together provisions from multiple different previous online child privacy and safety bills. Both of those are worth watching very closely. New York last year passed 2 children's online privacy and safety bills. They are currently in a rulemaking process for that. They've yet to issue draft regulations, but worth watching very closely when those draft regulations are released. And then we'll also point out that what I would consider an age-appropriate design code 3.0 framework just passed the South Carolina House unanimously last week. So we see states continue to iterate and build on child online privacy and safety requirements, and we're at a stage where there's still a great degree of experimentation in the states when it comes to these issues, meaning that if you're in a compliance situated position, those kind of patchwork, those differing or conflicting potential requirements is an issue that is going to be weighing very heavily on your mind.